2007, all real models were replaced for all major advertising. Any campaign in a store, in the mall, all magazine stand magazines. It's international, campaigns, commercials, then spots on TV. A runway division for the most exclusive top percentage first 7-year models. And then in-store presentations with celebrity brands. And then A-list blogging. The ones who earned the campaigns that first 7 years, the most amount of campaigns to book commercials, to book theatrical jobs, had the runway divisions, and they were picked out of all agencies, out of 140,000 people, to book an unheard of campaign that they don't do against a roster of slave trade brand employees. An unheard of magazine based off their resume. It's because of that resume, the first 7 years with a full-time contract, they were able to pay the money through their hard-earned checks to stick to an agency rate and book 5 jobs a month. It's e-commerce, who know the photographers who are pornographers, who shoot the cover of Vogue, and they walked out to be a slave trade brand through 40 referral-based nudes to be a slave trade brand at the club. And they were able to have this agency rate for hair jobs and get exploited 7 days a week in 11 hours of traffic out of every city in suburbia for unrecognizable jobs, for hair jobs, every type of blogging you've ever heard of, and having a brand. They were able to get exploited 365 days a year, being requested based off their resume by the most successful people in their industry who sold out. They meet them before they die, and they reject being a Satan worshiper to have a brand. Party promoting, prostitution, slave trade, inviting everybody from the high schools, the colleges, to party promote in order to promote boutiques and the advertising that replaced them in 2007. And so it made it so that they're replaced and they wouldn't have a picture. It caused for their network they worked with to become Victoria's Secret models as slave trade brands. And the Victoria's Secret models were signed with the same agencies. Their network slept with club owners to go to school because they weren't paid a direct deposit. They'd have to delete party promoting and prostitution reels for all major advertising, any major campaign, and Vogue, GQ, Sports Illustrated, the cover of Vogue, the cover of GQ, the cover of Sports Illustrated, CSI, the cover of Fitness. They were replaced by party promoting reels for every major campaign, and it's international, but it's an image before God. I never had an image before God, and I'm a referral for the ones who earned the $1 million a year that first 7 years, who are the only ones who book jobs with their kids. They could have a 3-year-old at 21, 2007, and they modeled throughout their 20s with campaigns that they can keep because they don't have an image before God. Christian, bi-coastal, international, LA, New York based for 20 years, and they earned the top percentage for the $1 million a year for print, commercials, theatrical, and their own brand. Not compared to a Playmate 2007.